Hello and welcome back to our Let's Play on Greenlands. At the end of the last episode I mentioned that we had 13 silage bales left, or soon to be silage bales, and that was from the contract that we did. So this is over at the BGA, and these are our bales here. Just going to check where they're at. So they're 8 hours away. Yep, 8 hours away. If we say sort of 9 hours, it takes us up to 6 o'clock. They should all be done. And if it's 6, we'll get them all in before midnight, get them processed, and hopefully have the payment tonight. We'll get back over to the farm and see what we can do today. Okay, so back over at the farm, looking at this grass field, it's in the first stage, so we're going to leave that again. However, both grass fields need fertilising, and our oats, they're in the final growth stage now, so in the next in-game day they should be ready to harvest. So first job, we'll jump in our case, get hooked up to the spreader, and we'll get these 2 grass fields done. It's not taking much. I wonder if if that setting's deactivated again like it was before. Where are we at? In here. Window. Yep. That's why it wasn't taking much. So yeah, in this in-game day, there's not that much to do. There's these 2 fields to do, and there's the silage to process, but other from that, we don't have that much to do. Although I've said we'll do, or we've started to do contracts now, I only want to do 1 per season, and I've already done the summer one, which was obviously the baling job. So we'll do 1 in the autumn, and then likewise, if there's any to do in the winter, we'll do another one then. But just as I've said before, the views on this map's really, really good. You can see it's a lot started to change now that we've progressed into late summer. I expect the job that we'll do in the autumn will be some sort of harvesting job. Contracts, that is. Obviously we've got our own field to do. Once all that's done, I think the next contract and our own baling and our own harvesting, we need to look at what we've got left and possibly buy another field. We won't have enough for one of the other farms. I don't think we will, but I haven't checked the prices of all the farms, just the main one. But like I said in the last video, I'm sure the main one's between 600 and 700,000, so that's well out of our window at the minute. It might be that once this is done, there's a jump cut to 6 o'clock to get the silage put in, and then it might even be jumping to the next in-game day. I thought I would have used a bit more fertiliser than this, so the field's absolutely desperate for it, because the last time I'd done it, the automated system wasn't activated, so it only put a tiny amount on. So I expected to use quite a lot of this. Right, one last pass and then that's done for this. Okay, both fields are ready, so as soon as the second growth stage hits, we can get baling. Right, like I said, the next thing you'll probably see is us over at the BJ again, so we'll be back shortly. Right, so we're back at the BJ, it's just after 6, I've just done a check and as far as I can see, they're now all silage. Just going to start getting these processed. However, I think I may have needed to get either push some of these off or have a wait, because this I was going to say there's no way that was going to be a big 3 up. If we get these knocked down, there we go. Should have picked up a weight really, I passed the store as well, I just didn't think about it until I got here. So we have 13 bales. We should pretty much be able to get them all processed without much of a wait. Just a quick mention for those who are watching this and the survival Let's Play series of on Jack Pine. Another video has just been posted just before this one. Obviously, it's a completely different pace on that one. I think we've 5 episodes in, we've just at the stage where we've been able to get some crops in the ground. On that particular Let's Play, we started with nothing. There was no leasing, no contracts, no loans. It really is starting from scratch. To the point where our farmhouse is a tent. But we do now have a building. But like I said, it's took 5 episodes to do that. So thanks for the people who's watching both. I really enjoyed doing that Jack Pine one just because it's such a different pace. I love the grind of it. Right, that's the last one. We're up to 41,500, and obviously we'll get the payment at midnight. What we'll do then, we'll jump into the next day, because as I said, there wasn't overly much to do in this one. So, yep, the next clip you'll see will be from early autumn. Welcome back. As you can see, we're up at the store, and if you also look up in the top right hand corner, we've actually missed or skipped a full day. Our field wasn't ready to harvest on the on early autumn like we thought it was going to be. It's actually just turned well, a couple of in-game hours ago. However, it still says it's too wet to harvest, so we're going to get everything ready, so when that does turn, we're able to get going, because we're starting to run out of time now. So as for a harvester, there's a few ones I've been looking at. However, I'm going to go with this Deutz-Futter Starliner, simply because I've not used it before. So just under 5,000 for that to lease, and we need their header. I'm sure I've seen that it came with its own header. Yep, there we are. So we'll lease that, and hopefully, yeah, it should be small enough just to drive down the road with. I'll get this taken down. In fact, what I'll do beforehand, we need a trailer as well. And the one I'm going to go with is this lizard one here. 15,000 litres. I'm actually going to buy it as opposed to renting it. So £8,000. Get this hooked up, get took down to the field. Okay, now the combine's there, we'll get the trailer down and then we're ready to go as soon as we're able. I've looked on the weather and it does say between 12 and 6 that there is drying potential, so hopefully it should dry out enough to allow us to do it. As you can see, our grass fields, they've grown enough as well, so I think that'll be the next episode, getting them 2 little fields baled. Right, we'll turn off and we'll come back once we're able to get the harvest in. So a couple of in-game hours later and the crop is dry enough. These gates are going to make it really awkward to start with. So just going to have to sort of make a little route round here. And then do that little bit towards the end. It's a really small capacity tank, this harvester. So I need to make sure that I can get the trailer in when I need to empty it, or at least turn around and come back out. As you can see, we're swath dropping as well, so I intend to get that baled just to maximise our profit. Just for leasing cost alone, we're in something like, I didn't say what the header was, but we must be towards six grand just leasing this, and then obviously 8 grand for the trailer as well, which obviously we have the value in with it being ours. It's going to first person, it makes it a little bit easier when you go around the edge with the overhanging trees. We'll just finish this once round and then I think we'll go into a time lapse. Change back into third person, there's no trees on that other end. We'll get them gates closed as well, make it a little bit easier. Right, we'll get a time lapse away and be back once it's finished. I can't see it taking overly long. Okay, so we'll just finish up with this very last bit. I knew that I was going to leave one bit on the end. It was always going to be the case, wasn't it, one way or the other? Let's go get this final bit and then we'll fill the trailer and see what we've got left. For the first time using it, I have been impressed with this Deutz harvester. It's pretty much the perfect size for what we needed. So we might have to look at getting... We certainly wouldn't want something much bigger than this at this stage. There's going to be some left in here, maybe just over 1,000. Ah. It's not bad, I'll just get rid of that then. So there's 15,000 in that trailer. And then just under 500 left in the combine. So I'll finish it now because I know it's going to be quite a long video anyway. So next time we'll look at getting all this build, and obviously we've got the silage to do as well. So thanks for joining us, and we'll speak soon.